What up? What up? Happy Saturday. What's today, like the 9th, 10th? I think today the 9th. Let's see what's today's date. Today the 9th. February the 9th. 9 days in the Black History Month. But check it out. I want to say something real quick. You know, Mama T said even once they found Kenneka, they didn't try to help them. And the way they would have helped them, would have helped Mama T, would have been by questioning people that was there right then and there. But check it out. Kenneka said she was ready to go, right? Text Lenore about 1:30, right? Then next thing you know, Monifah trying to talk Kenneka out of leaving. Probably said, let me get your keys. You too drunk to drive. Kenneka said, I'm not drunk. Why Kenneka said she wasn't drunk? She wasn't saying she wasn't drunk, so she need to go ahead and finish drinking to get drunk. She was trying to leave, and they was trying to tell her no, she was fucked up and drunk. And she told them, I'm not drunk. She was ready to go. And they tried to play her and tell her she was too drunk to drive and probably took her keys from her. She was ready to go. And she was trying to leave, and they were telling her she was too drunk to leave. Y'all ain't think about that, huh? Think about another thing. When she off in that freezer, right? Don't it look like she cold? Because they couldn't have stuck her hand up there like that by her face. Kenneka had her hand up there by that face. I think she was trying to push that door open when she came to, and she was up there, and she got cold. You see how her lip is? Ain't her mouth holding her mouth like her bottom lip hanging, like she cold? You know how people mouth be open and they lips hang? Her lip don't, her hand up by her face, holding her jacket up and by her face to breathe on her hand to get it warm, and her mouth like she cold. I say that freezer was off. They put her in it and then cut that motherfucker on. And cut it on is what they did. What's up, Nina? How you doing? Right? They never question nobody. We don't see the police on there. We don't see the police on there talking to nobody. And I guarantee, because Unc even said it. He said, look, old boy still around there 5 in the morning when Mama T and them come there and leave. They still around. So Unc them pointed out some folks that was still hanging around, and we don't see the police talking to them. We need to find out who Unc was talking about that was still hanging around there and see if that boy even got a police report. But yeah, I was on the phone call. But yeah, they messed with the phone. They got trigger words. But yeah, she was trying to go. She was trying to leave. And she said, I'm not drunk. They said she was too drunk. That's why they kept trying to goddamn say she had the Hennessy bottle. She had the Hennessy bottle. But what we heard is saying that she wasn't drunk. And then nobody said that she was in denial. Nobody used that word. Kenneka was in denial. They said she was disabled. Tell you, man, we breaking this case down because you see the live the other day, Nina? That room, I've been telling y'all, that room ain't the bathroom. It ain't it's the elevator. Man, that's that goddamn freezer. That camera above that cooler is looking at all them people down there just kicking and standing around, and them mother, and they was off in that cooler part, and then you can see them right there snatching Kenneka and pulling her off into that freezer part and locking her in. Yep. They was all down there kicking. I had all that paperwork, that purple stuff going down. And time they had a party downstairs. The motherfucker had that party down there, and then they end up putting them people they want in that damn freezer that they're gonna make that money off of. Some slick shit. Some real slick shit. Guess I ain't even doing it for the people. We doing it for neat and don't catch wind of yeah, you know, it is a disturb because they big up everybody else. But you know, to me, I look at everybody. It's Sauce We Trust, Unc Fed, Whenever Tiffany come out with something, whenever Planet of the Face come out with something, if Drop was to bring out something, when it's some other people bringing out stuff. We trust TV talking about he finna go live at 6 o'clock. I'm pretty sure Watch Out Squad working on things, Rebel TV. And even if they ain't got nothing fresh right now, still, go back and look at they yeah, because we're gonna eventually put these PowerPoints together, and it's gonna come together. It's gonna come together. But yeah, I showed man, they were down there. That's that camera. That's that camera. Um pointing down at them back there in that back there, all back there in that area. And they threw her in that freezer. And once that girl was dead and froze, cold enough and knocked out, they drug her on to the kitchen. And then what Candace started, somebody was saying that they were having that surgery and then she woke up and then they kept having the surgery on her. And that's why we've been catching glimpses of somebody even early days, somebody lifting up their head. It was somebody that showed that We Trust TV or somebody had that video. And I said, look at her, she back there. Let me reconnect. And then yeah, that camera on the niggas was all close all up on them. When it came to all the white people doing stuff, they used the camera far back when they come to that kitchen. That you go back and look at that video. I'm sitting there looking at it, look at it. Everything ain't to the right. Everything is going to the left. And we go back and look at Ty's live. And when he first come on, and say when it's back there by that bathroom, when I'm saying Kenneka getting jumped by that bathroom back there, right? And it looked like they finna take off to the right and go off into that bathroom and all this and all that. Everything is happening in front of you. That's the cooler. Looking dead off in that damn cooler and all outside that cooler. And then the camera right there then zoomed in. When it zoomed in and you can see back there, when he lift that camera up, that's that camera looking at them put her in that damn freezer. Because they was non-working. So they probably was wide open. And they was all hanging. All them niggas was down there hanging all out. And they took that girl they got. See, that's probably why she bouncing all over the place, because they erased them people out of there. She probably ain't walking by herself. Excuse me. She probably ain't walking by herself. Them people probably all around her, tying all them people probably around her the whole way, walking down them hallways and walking there, all that shit. At some point in time, they grabbed her up, and even when they grabbed her up, they just playing games, walking back there, picking her up or whatever. But somebody got a video. I don't know if maybe I got questions. I have questions. Somebody got a video. I got to go and look and said the hurt girl with the towel on her head. That's Kenneka. I think they saying that's Kenneka. That's hurt. Because she do got on that jacket. I told y'all, seemed like it was guts. Y'all remember back in the day? And I was sitting there showing they had all that shit in that footage, man. You can see the hand. I showed with the hand with the knife, and that's the reflection. You can see the motherfucker gutting them by. Hard for me to go back and look at that, man. It was good. I was catching all that stuff back then. Because we can see what people was trying to put out and play with folks. We see that real shit they covered up. And like I said, I'm going to keep saying, you have to use the original footage of what you looking at, that area, to edit it. When it comes to this Kenneka case, all them people was there walking around doing us and all that, and they used that for the narrative. They were looking for it and this and this and that. If they would have deleted all that, how would they would have had them people walking all through the hallways if they deleted all the footage? You understand that? You understand that much? You know what I'm saying? So they had to edit the bad parts out. That's why we got to edit this shit, and you can see all that bullshit and everything, because they couldn't erase it, because they erased all the goddamn people, all the guests. They'd have been like, where are all the guests at? Where are all these people and everything, when all the people was nurses and doctors and them people that was handling their business. All them people would have been raced out. So it would have been like, where the guests at? Y'all thought y'all made so much money this week. Because you wouldn't have been able to have a call log or no log of people having that room and making no money that weekend if they would erased everybody out of there. They wouldn't have had no movements or Irene in the hallways, nobody, no nothing. No transgenders, no nothing. They wouldn't have had no traces of that if they erased the footage. So that let y'all know right there, that's why they had to edit it, because they had to leave everybody else in there. Even if it was a production, it was just it wasn't no production in them hallways. That's natural cameras of them walking through. The natural cameraman edit them. Y'all just walking through. Like y'all looking for Kenneka. Y'all leaving the party. Shit. That's what we need. That's what they need. Y'all coming to go to the party and y'all leaving. They try to mix it in and say, oh, they over here looking. They try to have them like they walking down this hallway. They walking down that hallway. It always in that damn building. That building is like a snake. It starts from right there. It goes down and then it break off to the left and break back off to the right and going on down. All that other stuff, front desk and all that, that's flat. That's just the ceiling right there. Ain't no upstairs to none of that. So if they walking down a whole bunch of hallways and shit, what that mean? They got cameras on each floor. And all they did was took them walking down them hallways and started making it look like they walking over here and this and that and all this and all that. Once they got that visibility bar, is all that glass stuff to see outside. So that what we looking at down that way, where we got them TV monitors or whatever up on the wall right there to the right, and all them walking down up against that little thing where that girl was walking all handicapped and holding on to that rail, right? We see them walk right there and then walk on down that hallway. So check it out. If they bust that left right there, that's where everybody coming up that little hallway, and then you know how Bree and them went up them little steps right there and went up in that visibility bar area over there. Why when we look at it, people just cutting around that corner and walking on by their business. When they show us from this area, they walking up some little bitty steps and getting up there. When they walking through, it's like they cutting up some steps and walking through there. But when they show Kenneka and them walking down that hallway and then that man in that red run behind them and run that way, he didn't start cutting up no steps. See, they got all this bullshit, man. They got all this bullshit going on. They got all this bullshit going on. Yeah, they choose to. What's up, Sandra? Man, and that scene with the ambulance. Oh, that motherfucker came in 3D, just playing like regular TV, man. Old boy walking girl, Reek walking Neek down through that kitchen right there. You know how we see that area right there? She walked past and then walk past that little room and then do that little stuff and then walk on out that kitchen right there. That's him bringing her on down through there. And it's an angle of a camera looking dead at him. And it looked like motherfuckers had their cell phones, had the camera zoomed in on them, and then they took that footage and shrunk it and then extended. They extended the stuff out of they got regular footage of empty hallways, right? They got it to where they got empty hallways, right? These go over there to them areas and do certain things. That's part of production too, because that's how they was covering up the fuck shit. So they looked at, they had all that plain footage, and then they took that footage, they rewound that tape, and they on Irene and all them. They tried to bring through the clear footage and blend them in with that with the clear footage, and took their footage and blended them in. That's why they kind of blurry, because it's a layer on top where ain't nothing going on, and it got a little layer to it. So now that's on top of the stuff they rewound. They rewound that tape and then started recording plain footage on top of that. And every time it wasn't nothing going on, like they had it just playing through, and then when the fuck shit came, they was able to dress the top layer and cover up what's on that bottom layer where everybody doing shit. That top layer was plain, and then he walking down, no red boxes. It's a recording of J Money walking through the kitchen. No red boxes. How is that? How do we got recordings of them with no red